Hello everyone and welcome back to X-Wing Quick Tips. For this episode, we are going back to basics and discussing various green tokens used in the game. Each of these green tokens can be given to ships either by taking the action, if it's available to that ship, or if a special effect can give a ship one of these tokens. In X-Wing, there are currently 4 green tokens: Focus, Evade, Calculate, and Reinforce. All green tokens in X-Wing are round and are cleared at the end of each turn during the end phase, unless there's a card or effect that allows you to carry them over to the next turn. A ship is considered focused while it has at least one focus token. A focus token allows you to modify all focus results on either your red attack dice or green evade dice during a single roll. When a ship rolls one or more focus results, it may spend its focus token to modify all of those results to either hits or evades. Additionally, a focus token cannot be spent without rolling focus results, and you must again convert all of the focus results to hits or evades once spent. The flexibility to use a focus token either on offense or defense is one of its greatest strengths and makes it the go-to choice in most situations. A ship is considered evading as long as it has one evade token. An evade token is a defensive token that allows you to convert one blank or focus result on your defense dice to an evade result. Now, while evade tokens are limited to being used on defense only, they do guarantee that even if you roll all blanks, or what we call saddies, you still at least get one evade result. So here's an example of an evade token being used. Luke Skywalker is firing a 3-dice primary attack into this Baron of the Empire who is evading at range 2. Luke rolls 3 hits, and the Baron of the Empire must now roll its defense dice. The Baron rolls 2 evades and a blank. He may now spend his evade token to modify that blank result to an evade and then take no damage. It is important to note that if you had multiple evade tokens on a ship, it can spend as many evade tokens as it has to change that many blank or focus results to evade results. And lastly, if you have 0 agility, an evade token doesn't do anything for you because an evade token modifies evade dice, and if you don't have any, an evade token does nothing. A ship is considered calculating so long as it has at least one calculate token. Hopefully you're noticing a pattern here. A calculate token is very similar to a focus token in its use. However, a calculate token can only modify one single focus result. If the ship has more than one calculate, it may spend as many calculates as it has to modify that many focus results. Now, you might be wondering, why are there focuses and calculates in the game? Well, the Star Wars universe has all walks of life, and calculates are meant to reflect the computing power of droids and cyborgs. Some pilots, like the IG-88s, have the ability of gaining multiple calculate tokens. This is very strong because if you have 2 of them, one can be used for attacking and the other can be used for defending. Only modifying a single result at a time can give you more flexibility compared to a focus, depending on the situation. And for our last green token, a ship is reinforced when it has at least one reinforced token. This double-sided token is used to mitigate damage coming in from oncoming attacks and is usually an action available to larger ships. There are some very specific rules for how the reinforced token works, so we made a separate quick tips video just about reinforce. So be sure to watch that video linked above to get that information. But today I'll give you the basic idea of what the reinforced token does. When a ship gains a reinforced token, it must choose to fortify either the fore, the front, or the aft, back, part of its base. Unlike the other green tokens, a reinforce is not spent to modify the dice and only needs to be on a ship to have a chance for its ability to be used. If enemy ships are firing at your reinforced ship, your ship is going to be able to add one evade result, not modify dice, but actually add 1 evade result while defending during each of those oncoming attacks, as long as at least 1 damage is going through during each of those attacks. Now, there are some specific rules on the placement of those enemy ships, but again, make sure you watch that quick tip video about specifically Reinforce to get that information. Large base ships like the Ghost and the Decimator that have an agility value of 0 love the Reinforce action because of how much damage you are able to mitigate. Let me show you. Let's say this Ghost has its 4 Reinforced. An enemy TIE Interceptor in front of the Ghost fires a range 2 shot and rolls 1 hit. This will do 1 damage to our Ghost, and Reinforce won't do anything because you must allow at least 1 hit to go through when you have a Reinforced token. But if the enemy ship rolls 2 hits, now the Reinforced token is going to trigger, adding an evade result, and you still only take 1 damage. This completely wrecks enemy ships that roll 2 hits consistently, because against the Reinforced token, that second hit does nothing. Now, if you take our Ghost example and extrapolate that over several turns of a game, you could see how much damage that Reinforce has the possibility of mitigating throughout a game. If you have any questions about green tokens, leave them in the comments down below, or head over to our Discord where we have tons of awesome X-Wing players who love this game as much as I do and are willing to share their knowledge. And lastly, if you want to be a part of our largest group of supporters, you can head over to patreon.com/Gold Squadron. I may allow amazing gifts like these to our GSP supporters as a way to say thank you for helping me keep our team going. Thank you for watching this episode of X-Wing Quick Tips. Gold Squadron out. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, and Row 6, our Grand Admiral patrons, and all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members. Thank you so much for your support. Gold Squadron out.